Hello, boys and girls. Okay, as you can see, the bounce is stretching.
Hello all. Hello.
How y'all doing?
How's everybody doing? How are you?
etc. Me, unfortunately, I've had a week that I can't talk about on the podcast. So sorry. But off camera.
Fair enough.
We'll table the matter. But the bounce has seen plenty things this week is all I can say. Today is Saturday.
Yes.
We don't ever really record on Saturday. So it's difficult to say what did you do this weekend when it's Saturday.
We can say what you do this week now.
Okay, yes.
What did you get up to this week?
There was
you
a
can't
lot
talk
of
about
things.
that.
No, not right now. At a later date, we'll come back to it.
What did I really do? I just feel like I've not been achieving enough generally. It's really been bothering me.
Oh my God. Do you know we are kindred spirits? Because
it's really, really bothering me. I feel like I need to... I was telling Tolly this morning that I really need to... I need to go back to the drawing board in like multiple ways and restart certain things. And I think there's a big like, I feel like part of what my problem is that there's a lot of shame I'm associating with some of the things I've not been able to do. So
100%. I had it was not a... Fine Boy Bully called me yesterday and set me straight.
Yeah?
He literally just called and he was just like, look, it's just back to what you're saying, that as in, what is the point of feeling a type of way about having to like rearrange? Because we're having a similar conversation. And he was just like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, guy, so what if we have to like go back to the drawing board? He was not even like in our friendship group. One is accountant, one is this, like whatever it is that we need to run, let's sit down and let's figure it out and just start again. And it was so funny because
starting again is, do you know another thing? Starting again is hard.
It's hard. And it feels, I don't even think...
It's a personal... I realized that there's something that's very interesting about being a human being, which is like when you make your personal feelings an extension. So you assume because you feel... You feel shame about something, so you assume other people are...
ashamed of it.
Are looking at you in a certain way. So it exacerbates the feeling. When the truth is that it might just be like, you didn't do something you personally wanted to do. And you are struggling with this more than anybody else really cares about. So I think I'm just in a really big slump where I've not been able to get things going, and I have to. And there's no external motivation. It's not that. It's all just having to go back and figure things out and then start, like, get on it.
Yeah.
But it's getting over myself to get to that part is what the crux of the problem
100%.
is. But it has been happening for a while. It was very slow before, but now when I was trying to do like a time thing, so my mom has taught me this. It's not really about the things you do. It's like accounting for the value of your time. And I just realized I haven't done well with that. And I started feeling down about it. Well, nobody really has time for that. It's just figuring it out, fixing it, moving forward. So that's really what it is. I've also realized that to become a more reliable person, I have to say no a lot more. And I have a problem with that. I don't like saying no to things that I feel I can do. But then what tends to happen is by the time I've said yes in many places, I'm stretched a bit too thin.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I now don't have time for the things that I wanted to do. So it's just figuring all that stuff out,
Yeah, it's just a lot because also even this week, like I said, I had a week from hell. And so there were a lot of things I had committed to. Like I sat down with myself and I decided my priorities in life. And I was like, okay, I want to be a better friend. I want to make money. All these things, you sit down. But I did it again and I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then I was really ill and I didn't really have time to recover that much. And then this, a couple of things were just going awry this week. And then, so even little things like some of my friends would call me and I wasn't able to call them back. Or one of my friends were meant to see on Wednesday and then on Thursday and then on Friday. And like I was explaining to her everything that happened and she was fine. But I just felt so shit. I was just like, I don't understand. Since I just decide that I'll be showing up whatever. And I'm like, man, I'm empty. I don't have it
I think
inside me to do anything.
A big thing about being like a responsible adult also to yourself is just when things are not working, when things fixing it. Because it's not... My dad was asking me what's going on and I gave him like a rough overview and he was like, man, People are wicked though. He was like, I'm happy for you that you recognize your feelings, but I haven't heard how you want to fix this thing. And I was just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm really like, you seem very cognizant of what is going on. You're feeling your feelings.
But we're not that cognizant
but
of
that
the
is
solution.
that is not a solution. And it's also something to segue quickly into something I've noticed where there's a conflation, and it's very therapy speak, where there's this thing about, I know what my behaviors are. I can identify them. Almost like people are supposed to clap for you for being able to say that. That doesn't mean you've done it, you've moved forward.
It's just the first step.
But is it really?
It is. I think it is.
Is it really?
No, it is. I think because if you don't know precisely...
No, what I mean is that
where do you go from there?
No, I've noticed a thing where there's a performance of, I know this thing I'm doing. I know this is wrong. I know this is bad. And based on that, people are now not able to really hold your leg on like you're fucking
because
up.
It's like you're
because
aware.
You've recognized.
Yeah.
But it's a new tactic I'm seeing.
I think the recognition is meant to signal that you're working on it, even though most people just say
that's
and
what
you're not actually
you're
not actually doing anything about it. Yeah. So
anyway, the moral of the story is Fakim and I need to get our shit together.
Yeah. And the thing is that I'm actually like, so I've realized that there's some things that I'm not going to be able to get together on my own. So I've actually looked into getting a performance coach. I know this sounds insane, but like there are like business performance coaches, not therapy. Like, as in, basically what they do is, this thing you say you're going to do today. And the thing is, I tried doing it with one of my friends, but you see, when you really like someone, you just cannot, there's a level to which you cannot like keep them completely accountable in a way that does not come across as harsh. And so between me and my friend, we cannot do, okay, but you say you're going to do this today. Like, why didn't you do it? And that's a good enough reason. Blah, blah, blah. What are you going to do? What are your plans? Because you start feeling bad somehow. Because if someone says to me, I had a really shit day and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I couldn't do that. I understand that completely. But like, if you're meant to be my accountability partner, what do you concern me? Well, okay, so you like, so number one. And number two, I actually did a course. Like when I say I did a course, it sounds like as if I did plenty things. There's one link online where one person has a delegation course. And I looked into it because I was like, okay, why am I so overwhelmed all the time? I'm like, what is it that I actually do on a day-to-day basis that is overwhelming me? And what are the things I don't need to be doing that other people like can do? Or just actually trying to do something about this. And I don't know if it's going to help or not. I know one or two people who have coaches, like not life coach, purely like I need to get, and it's not even necessarily business. It's like, these are the projects that I'm trying to get done in life. And I need somebody to move me forward in them. So I haven't like looked into it too much. I just asked one of my friends and they were like, yeah, it's been fundamental for them. More so, not because they don't do more of the like frou. They don't discuss, oh, these are my problems. It's literally someone that's like, okay, what's plan? How are we moving forward? Where do you need help? Blah, blah, blah. So beyond that, I don't know, but I don't like feeling like, and it's not even a feeling because I know sometimes I was looking at the dates the other day and I was like, we're in the middle of May. And when I look at like the beginning of this year and what could have been accomplished by me, as in this is not even saying, oh, like in theory, I'm like, I know literally what I could have done and that I didn't do it. I don't really understand it. So yeah.
Sorry, I want us, before we get into dilemmas this week, I want us to read the question we asked last week when we asked people like how ways some of them are deceiving themselves. Wow, you guys.
Oh yes, I want to get into the comments.
We have some fantastic, some of you guys are really, really into...
You're really into deceit. And you're into it in an expert way.
I love it. Let me see.
Also, shout out to like the 6 people who sent me the video about Ozempic babies. I want to assure you guys that I'm not at risk of pregnancy. I'm also not on Ozempic. So don't worry yourself.
Okay. So one person will say, by having a bottle of soda after a long and stressful day because my blood sugar will already be low. So that's how they are feeling themselves.
Someone, I like this one because they wrote adding completed items to their
I do
to-do
that.
list so that they can feel fulfilled.
I 1000% do
Instead
that.
of removing it.
Should I give you an example of
Yeah.
I write wake up on my to-do list and tick it? Because I did something that I said I was going to do.
I saw some that I was like, this is not deceiving. Someone wrote that my Eastern boyfriend will open up to his family that is dating a Muslim girl and propose. And I was like,
okay, sis.
I said my sis.
That's a very different that's a very different ball game.
That's different.
Someone says starving all day to take 7 giant scoops of ice cream at 9 p.m. Hashtag healthy. Oh, Damilola, I'm with you. Buying size 8 clothes in preparation of the weight I'm going to lose in future. Wonderful stuff. All right.
I love that it's the washing machine shrinking my clothes.
No, 1,000,000%. Because it can't be me. I can't have added that much weight. This one is sad though. We said I deceiving yourself until you wrote that I'm happy, ma. Ma.
Please now.
Please now.
Packing vegetables into my noodles late at night to believe I'm eating healthy. I love that one. Because what you don't realize, you're still eating the calories of the noodles apart from vegetable.
So Chloe says that as long as I'm buying clothes, shoes, bags, etc. on sale, I'm not breaking my no shopping rule. Sure. You know what? Sure. Steffi, a twin. Spending in cash means I'm spending a lot, but once it's on my card, it's not that bad. Girl, I get it. My stomach is not big. The flesh is just protecting my organs. Fantastic. I have been broke before and I didn't die. So I won't die if I go broke again.
Screaming.
Important.
Some words, I'm not the toxic one in my relationship.
Come off it. Okay, I like this one. This person says that if I'm on the phone for several hours, the motivation to read for my exams will be greater because now I'll be more scared of failing after all the hours I wasted if I hadn't been on my phone at all. Guys, I know it's not logical, but now so we see them. Every time I look for an outfit and it doesn't fit, I say, Prem, don't worry, you aren't fat. You can still pass the door. Yeah, so clearly, guys, you people are gang. We are all the same here.
Yeah, I love just one more episode and 5 hours later, I finished an entire limited series of 43 minutes for each episode.
1,000,000%.
I love that.
This season of I Said What I Said is brought to you by AfriChange. AfriChange is a fantastic platform you can use to send and receive money from Canada, Nigeria, and to tons of countries, over 50 countries if I believe. Yes. But they have something special for our people in the UK.
Very, very special. So at the end of the month, AfriChange is launching their UK corridor, which means that you can send money from the UK to about 50 countries, and you can also receive money in the UK from these countries.
Yay.
And if you go to africhange.co.uk and you sign up to their waitlist, you can get a few perks. You'll be one of the first people to have access to the UK corridor, and you also get invited to the parties that they're having to launch them in different cities across the UK. We love a good bash.
Do you know what else we love? We love a discount over here. So if you use the discount code ISWIS, you get a discount when you send your money. I mean, who doesn't want...
Just brilliant.
Who doesn't want...
You get a discount on your
such things.
transfer.
This is why we love AfriChange, because AfriChange loves us.
That's what we do.
All right, guys. Enjoy the episode. Okay, so first off, we have Mrs. Scammed by her husband and in-laws. She says, "Hi, best girls. Hope you're doing well. My dilemma. I feel like my husband scammed me about his family. Let me explain. I met my husband 7+ years ago. We dated for about 5 years. And in those 5 years, we had multiple fights about meeting his parents and family. Not because he was hiding me from them, but now I realize he was hiding them from me. Different things happened in between that in hindsight should have been a yellow flag. E.g. him lying to me about his sister being based out of another state when she was in Lagos all along. Anyways, met them once before we got married at a wedding for about 5 minutes, and then we got married. Fights continued because his parents would always come visit at ours, but never us going to visit them. Even my parents till now have never gone to visit his parents. My dad suggested it during wedding prep, and his dad was immediately against it. Anyway, one day I insisted that they are not allowed into our house again until we visit them. We went to visit them, and guys, sigh. Let's just say we are from completely different ends of the pole. I grew up affluent, but not snobbish. I feel like if he was honest with me about his family and what I imagine is his hang-ups about their social class, I would have had a full perspective of what I'm getting into. Now I feel quite bamboozled because would I say I'm living a marriage because of this? My husband has done extremely well for himself. He has a business that does really well. We live well, go on 5-star holidays at least twice a year. He's gone well to improve his standard of living and has a fantastic relationship with my parents. My relationship with his and mine are complete opposites. I can even confidently say he's closer to and freer with my parents than he is to his. They buy him designer presents, etc. As for his parents, they don't even remember my birthday. I'm sure beginning to feel major resentment towards him and his family because I feel like I was not giving full disclosure. His mom texts me asking for money for one thing or the other, but has never given me anything or even bought my child, her grandchild, anything. She came for 2 weeks when I had my kid, and the day she was leaving, asked me for money for foodstuff to share with people in her area. I feel like they, his parents and siblings, twist their nose towards me and I don't care. Before, I would try to overcompensate and extend myself to try and have a relationship with them and make me see us as level, but right now I've stopped caring. This has gone too long and there's a lot more I wish I could share, but I hope you get it. I shall feel very scammed and different things keep happening, which is making my level of resentment build. What do I do?
So I think the problem really with all these things that are of this nature is not like the thing you find out, is the lie.
Always.
Do you get? So I don't even think it's about like you feeling like, oh, maybe you could have judged it. It's like you are my husband and you're lying to me about this or that. And then on top of it, it is now a shame because like the family that you now did not tell me about, they are now also acting like they're not acting right as well. So it's multiple problems.
I think the big thing here is that there's an issue with like shame.
There's an issue with shame.
There's an issue with shame.
He's clearly not.
Your husband is ashamed
He's
of
ashamed
his
of his family.
And his family.
Yeah.
And he feels like, from what I'm reading, because I also want to be careful because obviously we're talking about real people here. But him getting closer to your family and ignoring his, in terms of like, so him being friendlier, freer with your parents, hanging out with them, is not going to make your background and your parents his own.
Yeah.
Like it's not...
His family's still going to be
his family is his family. Yeah. And his refusal to be upfront with you, it doesn't even sound like you guys have had a conversation about like,
how you even feel that you didn't tell me.
You didn't say this thing.
You kind of were hiding them from me. This is how I feel.
And then this is how you feel. Yeah. Like it sounds like you guys just moved on. But he hasn't said. So every time, it's one thing to be like, for him to be like, dude, this is what is going on. So I want to guarantee you something. If mommy entered this house, once she's leaving, she's collecting money. She sees they see things in a different way, blah, blah, blah.
It's even another thing to say, look, I feel a bit self-conscious about my family. Yeah. They're not from like the same background as yours, blah, blah, blah. Like at the end of the day, please, this is the person you're married to. Like it's not... it's not
even like, or even at the time you wanted to marry, it was a serious relationship.
It's not like a small thing that you put behind. Like, again, if you value people, there are things that kind of you ought to be able to open up to them. Again, this is a very somehow conversation. But who else are you going to have it with if it's not your wife?
Again, it's always about starting before you get angry. Yeah. It's one thing to say, babe, I want to talk to you about something. Like the fact that we've never discussed how you essentially hid your family from me is really bothering me.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
And I think because we started like that, whenever what is actually normal, given the context happens, I get more and more angry.
I get more and more annoyed because I feel like I'm being taken advantage of and you're just being silent, even though we could have just discussed this and I would have known what to expect. I would have known. So the compounding thing is, like now the mom saying, okay, she's not visiting your children or she's asking you for money. All these things are compounding because of the first anger of, first of all, you didn't even kind of give me any heads up. You didn't tell me. And then all these things are happening with them. Whereas if you, like I said, you're like, see, I want to explain to you how things are on my side. It's not the way your own is. First of all, they don't give a damn about our children or this one. Like, look, just forget that this is kind of relationship you can expect to have with them. I think it's very different. So in terms of what will we do, what I would say you should do is you need to go and have this conversation.
1
you
million
need to go and say, this is how I feel. I do not like it. I am annoyed. I am this. I am that. It needs to be very clear that this is how I feel. This is where I stand. And you guys need to be able to kind of not even come to a conclusion, but just actually have the honest conversation about why and what happened, and then also moving forward.
Because some of your expectations are just very different. So the fact that his mom said, "Oh, she's leaving," and she wants to share things, like
that happens.
I understand it.
Yeah, me too.
So just background-wise, I get it entirely. Like, that's normal.
In some context,
it's very normal. Like,
it is perfectly normal.
Be more like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds about right.
Like, it's just...
So I do think that...
It's because you were not informed about the context that, like... And also, it's different from yours.
There's other things, like, what does your husband's family think about him and how he's doing? So, for instance, like... How do I say it without sounding somehow? See, Mama might think, there's nothing I can give this one. Like, do you want me to now... You guys are traveling abroad. You are living in a very specific life. Okay, what do you want me to bring for you? I should go to the market and buy a blanket, or I should...
Whereas she might not realize that, okay, you just want her to be visiting your children.
No, not even that, but like, that you would be grateful. No, buy me... Let me say something. Just because buy me something.
Yeah.
Buy me just because... Okay, bring agbo. Bring local soap to wash the baby's body. Like, what are you talking about?
If there's stew you make that is nice,
bring
that
it.
One.
Oh, I was coming, I saw... This sounds
like
funny.
You like plantain. I saw mangoes.
Where Fake and I live, I shit you not. You can't just find plantain willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's like, okay, when I was coming, I brought plantain, I brought yam, I brought kidney. The entire thing is not up to 5K. But you brought it for me. My daughter, I brought this Ankara. She's cheap Ankara, 4-5. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if this hang-up is not allowing honest communication, it's just not. Do you understand what I mean?
Because all the things you've mentioned, they are... Obviously, they're small things are big things. Mm-hmm. They are big things to you, but like, I think a lot of what is going on is nobody's communicating with anybody. And again, personally, I feel like the burden of like setting his mom straight is actually on his head.
No, 1,000,000%.
But because you've not had this conversation with him, I don't know that any other conversation can be extended from him to his mother. I don't think it's now your own work to go and meet his mother and say, this is how I think. I think he has to step up and be like, yo, okay, this is what I've done. I'm sorry. And this is how I want to like change all of our relationships going forward. But all these things are conversations to be had.
You definitely need to talk about it.
Conversations to be had. Yeah. And like...
Hard conversations. I understand.
Hard conversations are hard. Like, I don't know why we don't. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
The bounce is investing.
Why into money making?
The bounce is making money moves. The bounce is making money moves. So we have partnered up with Bamboo and we have started our investing journey. We've been talking about money a lot here. And we are going to be sharing our journey with you, our money making journey. And we're actually in competition.
Yes, we really are.
We are competing.
Yes. But before we go far, ladies and gentlemen,
please, big disclaimer.
I want to
advise you.
This
is actually not financial advice. I suggest you do your research.
Please.
This is for information purposes only and entertainment. Just so you
know. Competition.
So you know the goings on. Do you know what I mean? So you know what's happening. Please don't go and follow anything that is said. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, Bamboo is a platform that allows you to buy US stocks from Nigeria and Ghana as well. They also have Nigerian stocks. They have treasury bills. They have dollar fixed income
for the Nigerians.
For the Nigerians, Charlie. So sorry about that.
You can download the app on the Play Store, on the App Store. Chad, you know your phone between the two of you. Where you get your apps from.
Everywhere. Check that. The app is available for you.
You can use your BVN or a Ghana card and you can get to it.
Yeah, you can also
just like that.
You can also deposit Naira or dollars to start. You
can use mobile money.
Yeah, big babe. You can start with dollars. But if you have Naira as well, you can use that to buy the stocks on Bamboo.
You can use wire transfer.
You can.
They are ready for you.
Well, anything you have, just give them. Don't worry. And so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be investing, and we're going to show you how we are using bamboo to make our own money.
We're also going to be saying who knows more.
Yeah.
That's the point of this.
You guys already know the answer to that now. Just, if you look at two of us now, you already know.
Okay.
Who's going to come out on top?
Of course.
It's not by skirts. Not by skirt wearing. So, you know, you can follow our journey on www.isaidwhatisaispodcast.com/invest/bamboo.
Come on.
To the link.
Yeah. And Bamboo is duly licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, Nigeria, and they're partnered with a regulated member of FINRA/SIPC in the US. So you're good to go.
You are.
It's safe.
And so you can download Bamboo and you can follow our journey
week to
on
week,
the website.
Week to week,
no,
you see
we'll
what
be
we're
showing
doing.
you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be showing you. And then you guys will finally be able to know who can make money and who cannot.
There's only one of us that closed ice business, but...
Is it by ice business? Is it by ice? These are just the things. You know, I'm familiar with dollars, stocks, investing, all these things. You studied geopolitics. Anyway, download Bamboo and follow our journey. Thank you so much.
All right, back to the episode.
PS.
Quick PS.
Very important PS. If you join the competition, you actually stand a chance to win week-on-week dollars.
Dollars.
Cash dollars, real dollars, not audio dollars. So, you know, get involved and then, you know, we'll see you at the finish line. You can meet me.
Yeah, so you can
when I win.
So you can make it rain when you meet me. At the finish line.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Those are our dilemmas. We are about to get into what I think is one of the most fun things we've done on this podcast.
It's Children's Day. Happy Children's Day to all of us. We're also children. And some of you have children. I'm still somebody's child anyways.
100%.
So happy Children's Day to me, even though no one has gifted me a damn thing. But we have some wonderful kids coming in. And
we're going to have a great conversation.
We are.
All right.
Love the kiddies.
So none of Children's Day, we have actual children. I know people say fake and are childish. But being like, childish and being a child are very different.
So we have actual girls today. Hello, boys and girls.
So do you cool kids want to introduce yourselves, starting with you?
Good everyone. My name is Regina and Charissa. I'm a model, actress, musician, dancer, and I love swimming.
Okay, go on.
Hi, my name is Charissa Inbe. I love music.
Okay.
And I really appreciate coming on this. Thank you.
Oh, very cute. So we have Regina and Charissa, two very cool kids. Regina is how old?
I am 12 years old.
And Charissa is how old?
I am 10.
Awesome.
Yes, fantastic.
Jola, when were you 10?
I was 10 in 2002. I'll have you know. And I remember my 10th birthday. Very, very clearly.
It was a hoot. Let me tell you.
Did you do anything for your 10th birthday?
Yeah, I went
What
out.
did you do?
I went out to somewhere like a pizza place and I ate out. I really enjoyed myself. It was a really cool experience.
Was it just your family or did any of your friends come?
Well, my cousin came over and she took me out that same week. So it was more like a family experience.
Yeah. What about you? Did you do 10?
Yes, of course. I celebrated mine in a swimming pool. I called some of my friends and I bought cake.
Yeah.
Awesome. What did you do for your 10th birthday?
I had a grand house party. I don't think it was my mom in the country. I think my dad. I feel like my dad did most of the planning. So that tells you how it went.
How the whole
So I think my dad called. First of all, I think my dad forgot until like 3 days before. Like he knew it was my birthday, but he was like, he's 10. So he then said I can invite some of my friends. I think some of my friends came from school. Some of my friends came from church. It was quite disorganized, but it was just a lot. Because you know when you're small,
you're
as
just
long
having
as
a
there
good
is
time.
cake, your friends are there, and nobody's telling you no that day, it's fine. But it was nice. He was at home, and I remember very clearly my favorite card was from my uncle and auntie.
You remember your favorite card?
Because he said, "Welcome to the double digit crew." Dude, so I felt like an adult.
What on earth is going
I remember being so excited.
So I was 10 in primary 6, and so because all my friends already had turned 10 before, so I was edging on the last turn 10. So I remember I had a school party where like my birthday. So you know how you get to wear mufti in school on your birthday? And I was in my halter-neck era. I wore a denim halter-neck to school. Very, very fly, if I have to say. It was a grand event. And then we had a party, full party. That year, Fantasyland was still on and popping. It was very much still on and popping. Had a big party. I won the dancing competition. Normal. No. This was not a birthday girl winning. It was normal for me anyway. And we had a time. We were into themed parties at that time. Like, there was Toy Story was very early on, but we were having, but I don't remember what the theme of mine was.
Your birthday.
I just remember there was a lot of denim involved.
I also remember that the highlight of my 10th year was when I finally got to do my school birthday.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to wear your uniform on your birthday. You wear like
it's actually a great
clothes.
Time.
And that was the day we were taking our school picture. I was over the moon. Normally you should feel some type of way. I was so happy. So the school was like, Ojala, do you want to get like a uniform from the store? I said no.
I will take to my class.
What do you mean? Because we had our individual school pictures and then we had the like
group
school one. Wow. Guess who was in the center? I felt very cool. Meanwhile, my parents were so annoyed. They were like, why did you wear the uniform? I said, why should I wear the uniform? I'm the star of the show. Obviously, I had a great
10 was a great time.
Okay, so you are 12 and you are 10. What year are you in? What class are you in?
I'm just two.
In just two.
What class are you in?
now?
I'm grade 6, going to just 1.
Oh, nice.
Yes, very exciting. I didn't get to do
once
primary 6.
Oh, you skipped?
Yeah, I skipped.
No, I did primary 6 because once again I was 10. I turned 10 inside primary 6. So if I skipped, I don't know where we will be. I don't know where we'll be as we are right now. Are you looking forward to going to secondary school?
A little.
Yeah,
a little. Why only a little?
Why only a little?
I don't know. This is Nigeria.
Do you know what? Fair enough.
Are you going to a day school or a boarding school?
Day school.
Okay.
Day school. Okay. And is it the same school you're in now?
No, my school does not have a secondary
school. Fair enough.
Are your friends going?
Most of my friends have already gone.
Oh, really? To this school or just different secondary schools?
Different secondary schools.
Exciting.
What was more, do you know what I realized I had been scammed. So I went to boarding school from JS1. And I was very excited.
We went to the same boarding school and it was a huge scam.
And I'm not scaring you, but let me tell you what I found out. I didn't realize that you move from having like 7 subjects to 16. I was like, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of work.
What's happening here? I remember being very confused when I saw my timetable. So they printed out our timetables for something on the very first day. And they gave us, and then I was seeing like, okay, I saw some of the things I recognized. I saw math, I saw English, I saw French. I said, okay.
Can I tell you what was a real shock to me in that school?
What?
Agric.
Agricultural science, intro tech.
I said, what is intro tech? Then they started bringing out this curved drawing, and I was like, what are we doing?
We did, what's it called? I'll never forget. I don't know if they stopped it in your year, but we did shorthand.
It was so strange. Okay, who will I communicate with this?
But
what about you? How was
moving from primary to secondary school?
Scary.
Really?
Scary. It's much stress.
Please tell us.
Tell us about what that was like.
Can I explain?
Okay, so you moved from... Did you change school? Was it the same school?
No, I changed school.
So you changed schools.
Yeah. And when you went there, did you know people already going there or it was brand new?
It was brand new.
Wow.
No friends that were in the school already, nothing. So you just went by yourself.
Yes.
So how was it like?
What was it like?
At first, I was shy.
Then I find that very hard to believe.
I was shy, serious.
And then you started making friends.
Yes.
Did you enjoy, how many subjects do you do?
Let's say 12 or 13, something.
Mm-hmm.
We had R&B, PBS.
Sorry. Who's that?
R&B is civic, security, and CRS together.
Okay.
Well, PBS,
R&B, civic, security, and CRS.
So you joined everything together.
Yes. Well, PBS is agric and home economics.
You see my problem with school? They called it R&B. only for it to be civic security and CRS. Then they call another one PMB.
PVS.
Only PVS. Only for it to be. No, look at where you start in education. How will you be? Look at what we're saying now. Shouldn't R&B mean like, I don't know, redeem something? She knows what I mean.
And what's your favorite subject now?
Business studies.
Business studies. Okay, I can see.
I liked business.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, I can see that.
I can see that.
I can see that.
What's your favorite subject at the moment?
I like math and English. I can't really pick out.
Really, you like math?
People,
Okay.
do you know, I used to like math. I used to like math, like at secondary school level. Math was great because like it was a doable subject. I like subjects that like, this is the answer.
Fair.
1 or 2. Not, it's open to interpretation. Excuse me. Is there an answer or not? Because you do history, you'll not be hearing, there's an, excuse me. Or, economics, but all these essay subjects, literature, where, it depends on what?
On your interpretation.
They say find X, this X here. And that's it. Anyway.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I loved non-finite
No, I
subjects.
really didn't.
I didn't like them at all. In fact, I dropped physics for a term before I told my dad so that he wouldn't be able to encourage me back into the class because I wasn't doing well in it at all. I found it really, really difficult. But this is not about us. It's about you
So
guys.
I wanted to ask, like, how did you find making friends in secondary school different from like primary school? Obviously, because all of you were really young.
Primary school, at first, it was like everybody mind your own business. I don't know.
In primary school?
They were just like minding their own business. At first, then it was me that started talking to them. While secondary, they came to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you discovered your star power.
Yeah.
In secondary school, fair enough. But what of you, like in school, do you have... So I want to ask this question actually. When I was in primary school, the one time I got in trouble when we were in primary 5, I remember this clearly.
You had in trouble one time?
Like one serious time.
Okay,
but
because
it was
I was
weird.
going to say that. That doesn't
No,
sound
it was a
like
bit strange because what happened was our school was very big on... To prevent bullying, they tried to make sure like kids played with each other as much as possible.
Yeah.
They were very, very big on it. But I had like a group of best friends and we were 4 of us. And I remember someone in our class, I'll never forget this incident, went to report us that we played too much together. I'm not joking. And it became a whole thing. She was saying that the 4 of us, we do our own thing. We even do the same hairstyle. We'll sit down on Friday. Okay, what hairstyle are we doing this week? Everybody say police cap. Okay, no problem. We come to school, 4 of us have police cap. And she would get so annoyed. So she reported us. Parents got involved though.
Wow.
I'm telling you. They were like, we can't exclude others. We said we don't exclude anybody.
They're just not part.
They're just not part of our current environment. But I wanted to ask like what your friendship groups look like at the moment. Do you have one best friend? Do you have a group of friends? Like what does that look like?
I have a group,
Mm?
but
Okay.
some are in different classes. So it's actually
Okay.
kind of weird.
Yeah?
The only reason we're actually friends is because we're on the same bus.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. So you take same bus to school and you come back.
Yes.
But all
that's
of you are
the-
in different
From what
classes.
class
Not
to what
all.
class?
Only one person I know is in a different class. And
Okay,
she's in
okay.
but the other friends I have, they're like in my class.
Okay.
So it's kind of mixed up and complicated.
Yeah. Do you enjoy how do you decide who your friends are going to be? Is it you like the same things or like I know that sounds like a really daft question, but just bear with me. Like how do you decide? Okay.
Well, the first friend I have is in a different class. Both of us like fashion and music. But the second one, somehow she was just one who came to me and I just seem like we have a lot in common. But we don't.
Not really, but you
Don't
guys
really.
enjoy hanging
Just-
out.
Yeah.
She likes my ideas, I like her ideas. So it's just sounds like a
that.
team.
So, Regina,
I love
how
that.
do you have like a big
Like
group
your
of
friends now.
2 best friends.
2 best friends,
Oh,
yeah.
are they
Three
from
musketeers.
before or like in your secondary school now?
Secondary school.
Oh, nice.
And do you guys have the same? So for now, do you still have the same, like your class? Do you guys have the same class? So your math class is the same, your English class is the same. Okay, so are they in that class?
Yes.
They're not in like different classes to you. So you guys are all in the
Yes.
same class. And how did you decide that these guys are your best friends?
They're like me.
Yeah.
We love the same things.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them, she's like really smart. Yes.
Hmm.
The other is like me.
What does that mean?
We are both entertainers.
Okay, cool.
Okay, fair
Okay, yes,
enough.
guys. By the way, just so you know, Regina she's not lying.
She's
Like,
actually not lying.
exaggerating.
She's like a full. I think when I asked her where she came from, she's like, "Oh, I was just performing at Silver Bed." I said,
So can you tell us a little bit about that? What was that?
Who?
Like your performance today,
Oh.
what was it about?
It was cool.
Yeah, did you
As
just
usual.
was it a school thing or
No, we were talking about Children's Day.
okay?
Yeah, we're talking about children, education, and other things.
You said you have a song.
Yes.
Please tell me about that. When did you record a song? Like, how did it come about? What was the idea?
And I recorded it like last year.
Mm-hmm.
I performed at many places, and I can play my song later.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
put a
that would
link.
be- I
We'll put
think
a
so.
listen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very interesting.
And my Instagram handle is Princess G.
Okay, so you see, we have a star.
Can you
Yes.
see? Because she's just like, you people should not forget.
Let's not be mistaken about what's happening. I'm a star, and you will know me. I love that. Charissa, you said you like math, English, you like fashion. You like so when you say and you like music. So is it like do you like listening to music?
Or
Do
do
you
you
like
play any
singing?
instruments?
Do you like performing?
At first, I couldn't actually make a song. There's only beats I could do. I couldn't find out the lyrics. I could just
you
You
could
know
make
something,
beats.
Charissa, you're about to make fake Kemi and I's dreams come true.
I
Let me tell you
promise you.
something. For years.
We've been looking for who put us in this song.
Put us in this song for years. And now we have a producer in the house
And they sing.
and a singer. So let me tell you something, you guys. Okay, 4 of us. After this, we'll discuss.
We'll discuss
Okay.
our
track,
hit song.
our hit track.
That all of us are going
Okay.
to do together.
That all of us are going to do together. You make the beats,
You
you
sing.
sing,
And
we'll
we'll
just
just
be there.
We'll do one or two
We'll
things.
do
Don't
something,
worry.
but don't worry.
We'll just
but don't worry
one or
about
two things.
that.
Will just be in the mix.
So,
How did you start making beats so
Yeah.
early?
Well, I just don't know. My father, he went on a few competitions and I used to see him like on TV. Then I'm like,
Is he a producer?
no, not a producer. He went on some competitions. Then I just like, I really like what this man is doing. Maybe I should try it out.
yeah, so like
And
a
when I
version of what he's doing.
Yeah, when I now tried it, I thought I'm really good at this thing. So it's just like a few years ago, when I started making my own songs.
Oh wow.
Then I had this phone that I used to record all my stuff in. But recently, I haven't.
Why?
School.
Too much. You might have like 5 assignments in one day. And you get them by 4.
Mm-hmm.
And the boss pick you like 6. So you had to sleep early. How can you fit all 5 assignments in one day? 100
Help
questions.
me ask them. Help
100
me ask
questions.
them.
And this year you have a lot of exams and things because
Yes.
of secondary school.
The exam is too.
How on average? Regina is frowning because of school. I feel you, girl. So on average, how many? Let's say on any given day, like today is Wednesday. On average, how many assignments do you have?
They don't like 3 a day.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough, but what?
So it sounds like we're suffering here.
So like, just give me an idea of what your school day. I'm going to ask both of you the same question. So, what does your average school day look like?
And also, what do you like look forward to
In school? Like, I can tell you, for instance, my own was the end of the school day.
No, mine was in secondary school, not in that other school that we went to, please. In my secondary school, like at the beginning of school, the 30 minutes before class,
7:30
everyone
to
just
8.
used to come and like gist and play. That was the best time. Or lovely times because all the gist used to come out in that time. And then the rest of the school.
And then we'll reroute during break.
Yeah, and then school would just like play out. But that was the only time that everybody was actually in one place doing something. And then everybody's now moving up and down throughout the rest. So what about you?
What does your day look like?
3 periods before short break.
2
periods before long break, then 3 periods, then lesson.
Oh, you do lesson
Yes.
after school lesson?
Yes.
In school?
Yes, in school.
Okay. Okay. And you, what subject is your favorite, and what subject is the one you dislike the most?
Business studies my favorite,
Mhm.
and basic science my least favorite.
So basic science, they've not yet split it into chemistry, physics, and biology.
you do
all three
everything.
together.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite subject and your least favorite? You said math and English you like,
Yeah.
but what's the one you don't like?
I would say science educational, because to remember those stuff, how do you remember the elements and the chemical stuff? It's so hard to differentiate.
Their songs.
Their
I'll
songs.
yarn you.
She's an engineer. So.
Their songs. Oh, yeah. There's so many songs. Let me I could have passed school without any song. I know like 20 songs.
Yeah.
The only element song is the 20 element song, but that's the only one I know. That's the only one I don't have to differentiate.
We had our chemistry teacher when I was in secondary school taught us "Hey Charlie baby." I'm telling you, terrible track. But it worked too. I'm telling you, that was the only thing.
I honestly
that was the only way that I got an A in
in
chemistry, and my family was shocked. When we saw my results for GCSE, my dad said, no, yeah. They were very surprised I got an A in chemistry because I found it so difficult. But she's not lying, it was the songs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bouncers and bouncettes. I am here for you if you love free things just like me. Now, Bamboo is running a fantastic campaign in which you and 3 other people, 4 people, can win $500 Amazon gift cards. What do you have to do? All you have to do is think about your future. That's all. You just need to invest and think about your future. You can get on the Bamboo app and invest in Nigerian stocks or American stocks or even the Nigerian T-bills beta program. It's that simple. That's all. That's all you have to do. And you could potentially win $500 on an Amazon gift card. Wow, wow, and wow. If it wasn't Ojoro, I would have done it. You know what to do. Get on the Bamboo app on the Apple or Play Store, wherever you are. Just drop what you're doing. Go and find the app. We need to get on this. All right, guys. Now that you've gotten something free, let's get back to the episode. Thank you guys for coming, for spending part of your Saturday with us.
I hope you had a good time.
We enjoyed talking to you, our star girl, and our clever clogs. Thank you for coming. And telling us what's going on.
I didn't even gauge your jeans. Fair enough on the fashions that we're observing in
fashion
this place.
queens.
So, this is the kind of jeans that I wanted my mommy to let me wear. I tell them that she did not allow me. Now see it.
But thank you guys so much. We had a great time.
It was lovely.
You.
I hope you
and thank you to your parents for spending time that they could be using to sleep.
And we'll share it so you can show your friends on YouTube.
That you're cool cats.
That are with us. I don't know if we'll be cool cats to their friends, but
we definitely will not.
Fair enough.
But we tried.
I doubt, but you guys can still show them. Yes.
Because why I'm so thankful to my parents, because those days my parents said that their parents don't really pay attention to that talent.
Yes,
that
it's
they
true.
Just work. That they don't pay attention to them.
It's true. It's true.
They're
actually very, very correct.
That they don't have opportunities to do
the things they like to do. Yeah. So thank you, parents.
I'm very glad that you guys are like doing things that you like and you're able to explore them. It's a lot of fun. I think even when we were growing up, it was, you could, but it wasn't really...
No, not at all.
It was not like the same.
School.
Yeah, I don't think my parents would have allowed me to do this now when I was young, or to even perform, even if I was good at.
No, I was good at it.
I was very good at drawing, but it always had to be in the context of like school.
I used to sing and dance, and my dad said, "You know what will fit you choir."
Yeah. So by the time I was interested in music, I was playing piano. They said I should go to Museum Center. I said, please, this is not what I mean. But I think it's very cool. Like, you're making beats. You guys are doing all these different things. So, shout out to your parents on that.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the audience goodbye?
Happy?
Goodbye.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week as usual.
Bye.